Hi and welcome to another Zapier training video. If you're a course creator, this video will show you how to create an entry in your calendar and then automatically create a card with a checklist in your project management software. If that's of interest to you, keep watching. So the first thing we're going to do is create an example course. So let's suggest we create it on the 1st of September and we'll call it Zapier training course, and we'll set it to run from 12:30 to 2:30. Now we want to go to Zapier and we want to create a new Zap. So choose your calendar. In my case it's Google Calendars. You might be using Office 365, something like that. And we want to trigger on a new event. So when we create an entry in the calendar, that's what we'd use as the trigger. Choose our calendar. In this case it's course dates calendar. And we'll click test or trigger and we should see it's come up with our Zapier training course on the 1st of September. So the next thing we need to do is create a card in Trello. So we want to create card, continue. Now I've already got a Trello board set up for courses. If you haven't set up Trello in Zapier yet, it'll ask you to do that. It's very straightforward. It'll take you through the steps. So we'll choose the board. In this case it's Zapier examples and the board is courses. And what we're going to call the card is we're going to use the information that we had in the previous step. So we're going to use it, Zapier training course, take the title, put a dash in, and we're going to use the date just to make it unique. You could put in a description if you want, anything you like, doesn't really matter. You could use information that you've had in the previous step or you can add information. I'm not going to set a label and I'm going to put the card to the top. And then we're going to click continue. And let's do a test. And it sent the card to Trello. So let's just check. And where we can see Zapier training course, September the 1st. Now if we have a look at that, you'll see it's just a blank card. Description, we didn't add anything. No checklist. But what we want to do is automatically create that checklist so you don't need to do that to remove one step. So next step. Well, another Trello step, and this time we want to add a checklist, and we've already created a template, so we're going to add this checklist and we'll click continue. Trello account as we did before, the board, Zapier examples, the list, courses, and the card we want to choose. We're going to choose from the create card step that we had before, and what we want to use is the ID. It's important to use the ID, otherwise it'll fail. And just continue there. We'll call the checklist, let's use the same information that we've got, so we'll use the course title as the checklist name just to make it unique. It doesn't really matter, and then we'll choose the course checklist, which is the template that we've already set, and again we'll put the checklist at the top and we'll continue. Now let's test that. Checklist was created, so let's just go and check in Zapier and make sure, in Trello rather, and you'll see there checklist has been created. So let's go back and turn on the Zap. And now let's create a new entry. So let's create another course. So let's call this a Trello course, Trello training. And this time we'll put it on the 2nd as we've said. The time will go from 12:30 to 1:30, that'll do. In fact, let's make it a different time altogether, 1 o'clock to 2, and save. And if we go to Trello, we should see that appear shortly. It depends on the version of Zapier that you have, which price point you've selected. If it's the free model or the initial paid model, it'd be 15 minutes, up to 15 minutes. If it's one of the other ones, it could be 2 or 1 minute. So we'll just wait and we'll watch for that to update. So there we can see the card's been created. Now if we go into the card, you can see the checklist has been created. So I hope you found that video useful. As you can see, it's very easy to automate the process of setting up your course within your project management tool, and there are lots of options as well as checklists that you could use. And it doesn't have to be Trello, it could be Asana, Monday.com, whichever product you use. My name's Andrew Mean. Please click like and subscribe to this video.